Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio.
View Radio FM. We are the best.
Oh boy, leave this channel now. I dey enjoy this Ultimate FM. One happy man at this Ultimate FM. Man, may enjoy your move. I like him, Ultimate FM. Najin daddy on the radio much better FM.
Ìyá Kàbírù dákun fún Ultimate FM yẹn sílẹ̀ mò ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
Máyì kúrò ń bẹ̀ Ultimate FM òun la yín gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbà ìdá.
Àràmádá owó jẹ́ o.
Wàá ga o. Gbogbo ọjà ló tutù bí omi àmù yìí. Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ ṣe? Tájú òfin máa bùgbà tèmi náà jẹ.
Ọ̀rẹ́ wa, àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n dorí ẹja mú èèyàn. Ultimate FM ni wọ́n ń gbé ìpolówó ọjà wọn lọ. Ìwọ náà gbé polówó ọjà rẹ wá sí Ultimate FM. Lówó tí ò ga jara lọ. Àwọn onílé iṣẹ́ ńláńlá, olókoòwò kéékèèké. Ultimate FM ni wọ́n ń gbé polówó ọjà wọn wá. Ìwọ náà gbé polówó ọjà rẹ wá lónìí. Ká fi tiwa gbé tiyín lárugẹ. Ní kìlómítà 36, Àgọ́ Ìwòye Road, Ìṣàrà Rẹ́mọ, Ògùn State. Àtàjèrè ọjà lẹ́sìn mọ́ ta.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to capital of, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ìṣàrà, Àgọ́ Ìwòye Road, Ìṣàrà Rẹ́mọ, Ògùn State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch Hour here on Ultimate FM. It is a beautiful and wonderful Monday afternoon, the 21st day of March 2022. We just have 9 days. Is it 9 days? I'll be 10 days.
10 days.
Okay, 10 days.
10 days,
Yeah.
I will never forget.
We have just 10 days for this month to come to an end, and I must say that I'm excited, not just because the month is pretty fast, but because we're entering into a very special month in my life. Yes, that is my birth month, so I'm just announcing it to you guys now. People should know that my birthday is next month.
Okay. Buy you pure water.
Yes. No, I'll buy you. Yeah, and I'll buy you 1 liter of petrol.
I don't believe you guys. Anyway, I am your host, Versicata, for the program this afternoon. Of course, I have my co-host here with me.
Good afternoon, I remain Talabida Mlala Lovet, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Dami. Good afternoon, Messi. Good afternoon to our listeners. Thank you for joining us today. My name still remains Aaron Zevenicius, and thank God it's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you guys, how was your weekend?
It was great.
It was boring.
Yeah.
Nothing to do at all.
Yeah. So you didn't go out, you didn't attend any new one, Ben?
No.
Where? Attend what?
I don't have your time. Alright, do well to join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM. You can also like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of all our programs. Listen to us live via our website at www.vradiofm.com. Follow us on Instagram at official Ultimate FM and on YouTube. at Ultimate FM. We have a couple of just, some eventful things happen during the weekend. So we are going to bring them to your table this afternoon, but that will come up after this short break, so stay tuned.
Ultimate FM ní tiwa.
Kásẹ̀ tó dá, kásì bá wọn dẹ́rìn pòṣónú, ká polówó ọjà, kásì tún ka àwọn ìròyìn ìjàlẹ́jàbọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àti lókè òkun.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Àwọn orin tó bá ìgbà mú ìlú àsìkò tí ó lé tí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ìkànnì tó rán wọn dànù òkìlẹ̀ ó tún ta wọ́n yọ.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wa, ìgbádùn yín láàyò tiwa.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Fàájì tí ò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ ó pọ̀ ó tún ṣàn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹ ṣe ẹkú ìtẹ́tí bó ṣe dùn tó tún dùn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ẹ̀tún tẹ́tí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bó ṣe rìnlẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Kìlómítà 36 láwa agọ́wé èrò ìṣàrà rẹ̀ mọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Ṣíjú mélòdì ló ń kọ́ omi lẹ̀ gbìgbìgbì.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Olúwo pọ̀ létí mi bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ ló ń dùn wọ́n mi sí.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Onírúurú ẹyẹ ló wà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀kìn lọ bá wọn.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Máa yí kúrò jẹ́ ká jíjọ máa gbọ́.
Ultimate FM lálára àgbáyídá.
Alright, welcome back to the program this afternoon here on Ultimate FM. Do not forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM, and you can also like our page to get notified when we are live to be part of our programs. Now let's dive straight into the gist for this afternoon. So over the weekend, I think it was on Friday, the should I say most anticipated Netflix Nigerian reality show was officially released. I'm talking about Young, Famous and African. It featured some rich and famous Africans, like the title of the show is. So it's basically, the way these reality shows are, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and the rest of them. But this one is about Africans basically. So we have, I think there are about 2 Nigerians on it. That is Annie Idibia and Swanky Jerry, the celebrity designer. And over the weekend, there was a particular part of the show that was trending, but they just took a particular part where Annie was talking about her relationship with her husband, and people have been talking about the whole thing since on Friday till today. In fact, till now, some people are still lending their voices as to what exactly is happening. Now, we all know Two Faces and Annie's story. It's nothing new, but that video just showed us that this woman is still hot about the whole thing. Like, she's not, in as much as she says she has forgiven her husband, they have moved on, it's been how many years together, but still there's still this part of her that's like, now wow, but this man do me. For people that don't know the real cocoa of their relationship, the thing is, she was the first to meet Two-Face, according to what she said. So Two-Face was her first boyfriend, her first everything, that kind of young love now. Along the line, we don't know if they had issues, but then she said that her first child for Two-Face is actually Two-Face's fifth child.
Okay.
And she was the first girlfriend. You get, but along the line in their relationship, there was a whole lot of cheating, and the guy impregnated 2 women in their relationship. And the 2 women have 5 children for him. You get 4 children.
4 children.
Yeah, and now and now that's not the only thing though. After giving birth to her first child, Two-Face still had another child with another woman, while she already gave birth to a child for him, meaning that
even you say in the marriage.
Okay, in the marriage.
Both in the relationship
and the marriage, there has been several allegations. In fact, not even call it allegations, because evidence in form of children they come forth.
Yeah.
So this one is no longer allegation. We have seen, and you know something. I don't know if
And
it's Jean.
he can't even deny it because
That's exactly what I was
they
going
look
to.
like him.
That's exactly what I was going to.
They
His
look
gene,
like him.
his gene is so strong that
Very
it
strong.
looks like more. If you try, no need to do DNA. All these children, they are your own. There's no lie you want to lie. It's like all his children. They don't even look like their mothers. They just look like him.
Yeah.
Carbon copy.
Both the girls.
Both the girls and the boys, they look like him. So there is no way of escape around it. These children, they are your own. And my point here is that people have been coming out to judge her. A lot of people have come out to say, you knew that this guy was like this. Why did you enter into the relationship and even went further to marry him in the first place? Because right now, it's been how many years later? More than 10 years. But still, if she's not hurting, she will not even say it
Yes.
on that show. If she's not hurt, she will not even mention anything. But then, the fact that the thing hurt her, she was even crying. If you watch the video, she was even crying, and like she has moved past it. And love is not black and white, we all know that. But there is still that part of her that she wishes that she was the only one, but it's not the case. But my point here is the way Nigerians are just shading her, like, shut up, you like drama too much, you have come again with your, every time you and your husband are always having issues. And the other side women, there's one particular one, I don't even need to mention her name, you will know her very well, that is always shading Annie. Like anytime something like this comes up, she's always there to give one backing post. She will just come up with her own gist, with her own drama like this, just to shade her. And these are the things that she has to put up with in the marriage. Now I want to hear what you guys think about it, because there are other people too that might still be in the same situation. They like somebody, they love somebody, but then the person has a lot of baggage, and eventually when they enter, people expect that, sure, you saw the baggage before you enter, so don't complain. You don't have any right to say it, because that is exactly what people are saying now. Annie does not have right to cry. You don't have right to talk, because you entered. You knew that I had 4 children rather, but you entered. So what do you guys have to say? Arinze, let me start with you.
I know you always start with me. Well, I'll start with what you said by saying that you knew all these things were happening. You know what Two-Face is capable of doing. You know all his, should I say, he has infidelity problems. That he can't stick to one particular woman or something like that, and you still ventured into it. So I don't see any reason why you should. If actually you have forgotten about it, you wouldn't have been shedding tears while talking about it. Obviously. So now this goes to all the women out there. If not even all the women, all the men out there. If you know that, in fact, everybody generally, both male and female, if you know that you cannot cope with your partner's life of how do I say it, infidelity or something like that, you should just let them go, move on, so that in the long run you will not start thinking, because once you start having double mind in your relationship, especially marriage, you will definitely not enjoy that particular marriage. So I think if you will, this is my own opinion though, if you know that in the long run you are going to start regretting or having double mind about whether you ended up with the right person or not, or whether you can continue with this or not, just it's better you quit at an early age, at an early stage, because we all know what Two-Face, growing up, it was Two-Face that we grew up to, his songs, both Two-Face, P-Square, and all of them. Sure. So most people saw Two-Face as a role model. In fact, in the Nigerian music industry now, though he is not top there anymore, but you can say that he was like an idol to a lot of people. But when it comes to music though, but when it comes to his personal lifestyle, I think he is nothing.
We have to think twice.
Yeah, he is nothing to hide from. Anybody that says that Two-Face is his idol based on lifestyle, maybe that person he has a little bit of.
When we even say lifestyle, let's
be specific.
Down
yes.
To family and marriage.
Yes, family and marriage. Yeah, exactly. So if you say that he's your role model in that aspect, maybe we are going to look for something to. You understand? So I think Annie Dibia. Now let me go straight to Annie Dibia. I think she should just take it as she's seen it, because she's the one that accepted it. Yeah. Imagine you are the first girlfriend and now but your first child is his fifth child. So you have entered. You just have to deal with it.
Well, it's not as the way I saw the clip that I saw, it's not as if she's not like, it's not as if she has not forgotten about it.
Yeah, she has not accepted
that, we are human beings.
True.
Like that kind of stage, you get to a stage in your life that you just say, I wish. I just wish.
Exactly.
She wished to be
the
only one in his life, despite all what they have gone through right from the beginning. She has been with Two-Face, all that. Then what I would just say to most Nigerians that are shading her is that see, it's not as if it's easy, though we do say if you know you cannot cope with a relationship, but if you truly love that person, there, though in some aspects we'll say love conquers all things, and in some it might not work for you. What works for her might not work for you, because now I think he asked for forgiveness, and they even
they renewed their marriage
vows. So now I can see that to be patient sometimes it pays. But what I would just say in a relationship, there is someone that said if you are in a relationship and it's not as if it's not toxic, like it's not based on domestic violence, that if the guy is not violent, if it is the aspect of infidelity that someone you can still manage, if you know that you can bear it. It's not when you know that you can't bear it, just let the person go. Don't even bother yourself in entering the relationship. Exactly. But if you know that you can cope with it, you love that person that much, and you don't want to lose him, at least then I will say, I can't say anything. You might move on.
You know, we usually say that love is not black or white.
Yeah.
So all the people that are judging her and saying you shouldn't have even entered in the first place, until you are in that same position, you might not even be able to explain how it feels.
I think Annie should be celebrated for the way she has handled all these things in the past years. Not people coming to troll her or talk to her in such a way, because not everybody will accept all this. Imagine. Even if your boyfriend will come out and say that he cheated on you, some people don't judge immediately, not to talk of your husband. You understand? So I think she should be celebrated and not
Adi being trolled. The other lady that I don't want to, that may say that you don't want to mention, like that one is just calm.
Like the
other one that has even 2 kids, that is not even coming out to say anything.
Bragging on social media that she's the first. I'm the first.
So you are the first. Where are you?
The first.
Are you living with Two-Face?
You are the first to give birth.
So are you? Does that make you the first wife? Does that make you the legal first wife?
So this whole thing is not even making it to that.
It's not making it so easy for her. If it was just a matter of you have given birth, but you are quiet on your own. But now having the other baby mama trying to taunt you and trying to make you feel bad, that is where the whole thing just. Anyway, we wish her good luck, and we hope that the renewal of their marriage vows will be renewal. We don't want to hear story later.
So the story that
Arinze.
God is our strength.
What do you have for us this afternoon, Arinze?
Okay, so since we are talking about marriage, okay, let's have this one now. Good morning. This is an Instagram post. It said, "Good morning. My husband is planning to marry my younger sister. I have
Start again.
Okay. Good morning.
Okay.
My husband is planning to marry my younger sister.
Okay.
I have been married for 12 years with 5 children.
Okay.
I brought my younger sister, our last born, to stay with me. We are training her in school. She was in SS3. She came back for midterm break and slept with my husband. Went back to school after 1 week, boarding school actually. After she came back with pregnancy, we started asking her who got her pregnant before she pointed my husband. I got angry and packed my things and left with my children. She now moved in fully, and they made their relationship known to family and friends. My husband didn't even made any attempts to look for me. I stayed away for 4 months, and I later moved back to my house to claim my rightful position. Moved back January 20th, 2022. Now she is in her last trimester, and hubby has gone to pay her things. After marriage proper, her delivery, he will do the traditional. I don't even know what she's even writing. He will do the traditional. Please advise me, I'm hurting. He now sleep with her in her room. As I moved back, they left the master's bedroom for me and started sleeping together in her room. I need help. Staying away will be hard because I don't have the resources to cater for my children.
That's the problem.
You see why maybe each time I say it, a lot of people are going to misunderstand me. You see why I always say this. before you, I'm not trying to look at it in the aspect of the man now, though the man cheated, but I'm still coming back to that aspect. Now, before you call yourself a woman, you want to get married, you are rushing because you want to, maybe people are pushing you, you are getting older, you are not married. Have you asked yourself, if the things go sideways, will I have the proper resources to take care of myself? Because we have seen in a lot of situations whereby if the marriage ends, almost 90% of the women go with their kids. Most times the man doesn't even care. Even if he cares, he only care about his children, maybe his children's school fees, their upkeep. He will not even care about your own upkeep here. Yes. So now, have you asked yourself, if this kind of a thing happen, do I have a backup? Do I have a backup plan? Can I take care of myself and the children? Even though the husband doesn't want to take care of us, can I take care of myself and my children? Now, a lot of people rush into marriages because they tell you that you are getting old, you are not married. Look at this person, Shinanya is married, you are not married. Dami is married, you are not married. And you're putting yourself under pressure to marry when you don't have anything doing to cater for yourself. Now, in the aspect of the man, Oga, now what for you? There's a student now, they your mind like this. And student the entire why you know clothes and why when they enter your eye. Now you have to shit on with your wife's not even sister, last born. Imagine someone you should even when she misbehave, you flog you flog her and well, let me know maybe and I beg. People should take over because the thing shocked me as I see.
This story is very tricky. Now for the woman, normally if you had not brought in the part of that last part of I don't have the resources, I would have said, what is she still doing in the house? It's obvious that your marriage is over.